The folks at Surf City Garage sent this 2-bucket system out to me for review. This is not a sponsored review. This one is just for you guys. I'll put links down below if you want to pick up a 2-bucket system. Basically, I think it's pretty cool, but I've never actually used it yet, so this is a first time for me. Let me show you what we got here. First off, this is a horsehair brush. My wife gave it to me for like Christmas years ago. Came from Griot's. It's held up really well. I don't know if it's really horsehair or not. Maybe it's synthetic, I'm not sure. But it's held up pretty well, and the deal with horsehair is when you wash, the dirt gets into the horsehairs, pulls it off the surface, then you rinse it off. With a 2-bucket system, when you rinse it off, the dirt goes into the rinse water, goes to the bottom of the bucket. Then you dip it back into the soap bucket so the dirt doesn't go back onto the car. Let me show you these containers. Got cool spin-off lids. It's kind of like a plaster bucket, something that you get at Home Depot, but it's been fitted with these lids, and it's called a Gamma Seal. The cool thing about these Gamma Seals is they spin up real tight. So if you save your wash water and you do more than one car, which normally you wouldn't want to do because you wouldn't want to put the dirt on, but if you're saving clean wash water, it might last you for more than one car. So we've got that cool lid. Inside, there's a strainer at the bottom. So when you drop this in, you can see in there, you've got space for the dirt to drop below. So this one is going to be for our soapy water, and this one will be for our wash water. Again, we got a strainer in the bottom of here, and we'll want enough water in these to fit the brush. So that's up to about here. They say an ounce of their wash for it every gallon, and I got my handy bottle that I marked off here. What do you think? That's about 4 gallons maybe? I'm guessing. So we're gonna fill this up. So scientific. A lovely fragrance. We're just gonna pour it in. And we're gonna give it a little squirt in here too, because they say have a little bit of soap in your rinse water. Oh, by the way, this is their Pacific Blue Wash and Wax. Where's my hose? Lots of nice suds. Very sudsy. Fill this guy up. Wow, there's a lot of suds in there. Want a gratuitous close-up of the suds? Hold on, let me get the camera. Whoops! Dirt and gunk on the running board of the Explorer here. That's the kind of stuff that we don't want to go back into the wash water. Let's see if we got enough water here. Yeah, it's pretty good. Not bad. I should have used less soap in this one. Now, I like the horsehair brush because you can cover a lot of territory really quickly. And I always wash from the top down. Here's our window. And we're going to go into the rinse bucket and rinse it off. We're going to use a little water when we rinse it too. Then we'll go back in, hit it one more time. Am I making a mistake by hitting it a second time? I don't know. Back into the rinse bucket. Hopefully my camera's not getting wet. Rinse this guy off real good. In the black bucket. Back into the soap. Mmm, tasty. This is the dirtiest part right here. So right after I do this, I'm going to rinse it again. Back here. It's hot. Let's say you were done for the morning, but you wanted to wash the car later on in the day. Seal it up. Like that. Now we got a pretty tight seal. Let's see what happens if we tip it over. Just a little bit of dripping going on. Obviously you wouldn't leave it like that, but it would save your water if you happen to knock it over. After I finished the Explorer, I went on and did a second car, the Mazda 3 hatch. Then I took the buckets, spun the lids back on, shoved them into the garage. And here it is 2 days later. I want to take a look and see what that water looks like. And when I first put them away, there was still plenty of bubbles and I couldn't get a good view of how clear or not the water is. Let's unscrew the tops, get a gander. On the right side, we've got our soapy water. And on the left side, our rinse water. Take a look at that. A little bit of difference there, wouldn't you say? Zoom in on that. See if I can tighten up the focus a little bit. Huge difference. This over here is our rinse water. That is our soap. Monstrous. Let's take a look at what the strainer looks like at the bottom. I'll pull it out for you so you can see how well it worked. There's very little residue in the bottom there. This lets everything drop below. So the worst stuff falls to the bottom, right? But it's still overall just nasty water. I'm going to take that soapy water and I'm going to see if I can use it one more time. That's right, 3 cars with 1 bucket. I'll dump out the rinse water, get some nice fresh rinse water in there. No reason keeping the dirty stuff in there. But I'm going to maintain the original soapy water. I'm going to see if it gets nice and sudsy after I spray it with a hose. If it looks good, I'm going to wash the S2000. She's been sitting in the garage all winter waiting for that nice spring day. And this might be it. Now the soap water's not crystal clear. It'll do. Let's see if we get some nice suds out of it. Oh yeah. It smells delicious. So bottom line, I'm sold on the 2-bucket car wash system. This is the way to go, especially if you have a lot of cars to wash at one time, if you want to save on the amount of money that you're spending on soap, like if you're buying better soap instead of the cheap stuff. You don't have to go for an expensive 2-bucket system. You could just go to Home Depot and get your regular old Homer buckets, and then later on, if you want to get the grates and the other fancy stuff, you could do that. Thanks for watching. If you dig this, hit the like button. If you want to share it. Comment down below. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you down the road.